Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as you might have already guessed by the name, this is going to be a solution video, which means I have already done all the investigation and hunting on the case beforehand. So you would be seeing me finding the answers related to this investigation quite easily without investing much of my time on the logs, which generally is not the case in the real world, right? In real world, you have to actually invest a good amount of time to close loop the case. So in reality, it took me around 2 to 3 days to complete this lab. So it was just a disclaimer before starting this video. Having said that, let's get started. Let's start with the description first. So if you'll scroll here at the left hand side, this is a description of this incident. It basically says that there is an IT person named Samuel, which has Sam as an UPN user principal name. Sam has lost his Sam Hive, right? Security account manager Hive. So this Hive actually contains your anti-LM hashes. So basically, this incident is related to some kind of password attack where Sam user has actually um, uh, his account is actually got compromised. So it is now our responsibility to identify what has exactly happened, and to assist in our investigation, we have three logs with us, which is one is Sysmon logs, another is network traffic, and a memory dump. So we will be going to use these three provided informations to submit our answers which are related to these questions. These questions are all together related with the investigation, right? So without further ado, let's start the investigation. Let's dig deep. This is going to take around 2 to 3 minutes. Let it complete. So Linux machine has started, and let's quickly go to this investigation folder. So as it was informed under a description section, we have those three logs, right? The capture file, network capture file, Sysmon logs in JSON format, and the memory raw image, right? So let me start the terminal, and among these three logs I will be going to use a Windows memory image log first. The reason being, from the memory image I will be getting the list of all the processes that were running on the machine, right, when the capture was taken. So I will be hoping to get something interesting, some interesting processes from the list, which can be, can be used as a pivot in the investigation. So having said that, um, let's start using uh, this image. So right now, let's see in which folder we are. We are in the Ubuntu directory, home directory, right? So we have to move to this desktop, and then in investigation investigations folder, right? Right. So let me use volatility image win admin dot raw profile. The profile information of this image is available under this readme.txt file, right? This is a profile info. So I will be using it. Let me paste and then plug in, sorry, which is ps list, right? Enter. So now I have all the list of the processes that were running on the system when this image capture was taken. So from the starting, if I'll see, I can see all the usual Windows processes, right? And their parent-child relationship is as expected, nothing suspicious here. There are a lot of SPC hosts running. So if I'll scroll down, I actually want to I was actually looking for this PowerShell uh, processes, right? So if we have a look here carefully at we can see like this PowerShell 3888 has initiated another PowerShell with the parent process ID as 5056, right? So the PowerShell is starting another PowerShell. This typical behavior is not expected and not usual, right? So we should use this as a pivot for investigation. So I'm copying this process ID and I will be moving to my Sysmon logs to see the logs or events related with this process ID. So let's quickly find it. Control F 3888, and I found the first event. The record number is 768 and the event ID is 1, which suggests that this is a process created event, right? The event related to process creation. So if you look carefully, I can see that mshta.exe is the parent process which has started this PowerShell 3888 PowerShell, right? Process ID of PowerShell 3888, and the command line. If we go through the command line of the parent process, like we can see that this is a file sample underscore template.hta which was present under the downloads folder of Sam, user Sam, right? So this is the file which was executed using mshta.exe. This is HTML file. Uh, so this HTML file was executed, which then initiate PowerShell.exe, and under PowerShell, I can see an encoded command was executed, right? So using a hidden window, an encoded command is um, something makes it fishy, right? So let me copy this encoded command and go to the terminal. We will try to decode it. So before decoding, let me first paste it on a text file. ps1.txt, paste it, control X, yes. Okay. All right, now I will be using base64 command, ps1.txt. So this is my decoded command. This is the decoded PowerShell script that was run uh, right on and under that 3888 process ID PowerShell. So I'll copy it and I will be pasting it in another text file. The reason being, this particular PowerShell script we are going to actually going to come back to this PowerShell script again. We are going to use it to answer a couple of the questions which we are, will be finding under this section. So let's go back to our Sysmon logs again. So now we have seen that this MSHTA application has started PowerShell, which has run some encoded command, and as per this PS terminal, oh sorry, this PS list, we can see that PowerShell has started another PowerShell, right? 5056. So let's go to Sysmon and see if this is the case. We were under the record 768. Let's scroll down. Let's see what has happened after this. If we scroll down under record 769, I can see that parent process 3888 has started 5056, which is another PowerShell, right? And the command line of this PowerShell, the child PowerShell is this, um, right? If you scroll a little bit left, you will be seeing that this is actually a same command which we got after decoding the um, sorry after decoding the first script. All right, so I am not going to dive much deeper under this command. The reason being, it is actually not containing any fruitful fruitful information which would be required to complete this challenge, right? So I'm not going to investigate much on this. I'm not going to use my time much on this particular command. So let's scroll down. Let's see what has happened after this particular command execution. And under record 770, we can see that the PowerShell, the child process of PowerShell, right, 5056, has actually initiated a connection towards this IP 172.16.0.5 on port 80, right? So let's copy this. PowerShell is initiating a connection is a little bit suspicious, right? So um, what we should do, we should actually first investigate whether it is actually HTTP connection or not, right? Because as we saw from the logs, um, the connection was destined toward port 80, right, from the source IP 172.16.0.4, and the source port used was 50055. Let me note it down. So for verifying this, let's use the provided network logs, right? So I've double clicked it and open it. Let me quickly form that filter. Dest ip.dest equals 172.16.0.5 and ip.source equal 172.16.0.4. So let's see. So this is the first packet, right? And I can see the connection getting started from 0.4 towards 0.5 on port 80. I can see SYN packet, then acknowledgement packet, but I cannot see the SYN ACK packet, right? No three-way handshake happening. So not a good sign, right? So let's TCP stream. Um, And yes, so we can see like this is not a actual HTTP traffic, right? I can't see post or get commands. All I can see is this mysterious magic number, right? A magic byte, I must say, MZ, which actually signifies that this is related to an executable. Some executable is getting transferred, right? So this is a typical behavior of a reverse shell. So this all information actually suggests that this is 172.16.0.5. This IP is actually seems to be an attacker IP because a reverse shell is getting initiated towards this IP, right, from this victim's machine. This I'm saying this is a victim machine because under this machine we have observed those suspicious PowerShell scripts getting executed, right? And after those execution, this connection has been observed. So at this point of time, we have like lot of information which can be used to answer over the questions. So let's quickly look all those questions that are available to us. So the first question is what is the attacker IP and what is the port that they got a reverse shutdown. So we have just verified it, right? So this is the attacker IP 172.16.0.5 and the port used is 80, right? Let's submit it. So answer is correct. Now the next question is what is the name of the malicious file that gave remote access to the attacker? So during this Sysmon reading, right, we saw that there was an HTA file, right? Sample underscore some template, right? This one. Let me remove it. Sample underscore template.sta. This is the file which when executed started PowerShell, right, with the process ID 3888. Then that PowerShell executed some encoded script which again started another PowerShell, and then a reverse connection is initiated. So to answer the answer of this question, that with what malicious file gave the remote access to the attacker, this would be the correct answer, sample underscore template.ht. Let's submit it. So answer is correct. Now the next question is what is the process that has been called by the payload upon execution? So we already know once this file was executed, it started PowerShell, right? So let's type it PowerShell.exe, submit. Answer is correct. Next question, knowing the payload name and the process name, if the payload was generated by MSF Venom, what would be the format option that attacker would have used? So this is something which you can easily find out with the help of a Google. So if you'll Google the term MSF Venom and the payload and go through the payload creation commands and options, you will be finding that for creating an HTML file as in payload, there is an option called HTA hyphen PSH. Right? So I already know it, so I will be typing it, not going to Google it, and I'll submit this. The answer is correct, right? So next question, what property in the executed script says that the process runs without using operation system shell? So now we have to actually go through the script, the PowerShell script, to answer this question. So let's quickly go to this decoded script. So we have to actually identify what property in the script suggests that operation system cell should not be used to execute this particular command, right? So I will go through this is script line by line, right, with the patience. We can see under this last line that there is a property called use shell execute equals to false, right? So this basically means the same thing which the question suggests. So let's copy it and use it here. So if I submit, the answer is correct, right? So I know guys I'm going very fast. Actually the purpose I've already informed you at the beginning of this video that the purpose of this video is just to show you where you will be finding all these answers, right? So I know I have already gone through all these commands and already gone through all these logs. So that's why I'm easily finding all these answers, right? So having said that, let's move to the next question. What is the compression stream that has been used in the payload? So again, let's refer to the script. Um, so if we see the compression, yeah, here this property suggests that the compression stream used is gzip, right? Gzip stream. So let's copy this and paste here. Right. Cool. We have answered a lot of questions, right? Just by doing this small investigation, but just finding the PowerShell script, right? Now the next question is from the SAM and system file that has been exfiltrated. How many users hashes would have been identified? All right. So for solving this particular question, you have like a couple of ways. Either you can follow the capture file, or you can use the volatility plugin, which is hash dump. So the concept behind this is using volatility for finding this is that whatever hashes available in the memory, only those hashes user can sorry, attacker can get and hold on to. So the question asks how many users hashes would have been identified by the attacker. So if we'll just quickly find out how many hashes are available in the memory, so that will give the answer to this question. So sorry, so let's go to the terminal. All right, let's clear it out. Volatility win admin dot raw profile. I forgot the profile. Yes, copy and paste and hash dump, right? Let's see how many hashes we are available in the memory at this point of, I mean at that point of time when capture was taken. So let's wait for it. Okay, let's count it out. So many of you have already identified that this is actually NTLM hash format, right? This is the account name administrator, This is GUID of the account. This but first term alphanumeric is actually LM hash, and the second one is actually NT hash, right? So let's count it out. One, two, three, four, five, six. Six hashes are there. So the answer to this question would be six. Let's see. Correct. Now, next question is what is the password of the SAM? Password of this SAM. So what this basically means is we have to actually crack this MD5 encrypted hash, right? So MD5 is pretty easy to crack. So what I am going to do is I am going to use hashes.com, right, to decrypt this. So let's use it. All right. So the password is standard user. The password of SAM is actually standard user. Right. Let's move back and where is it? There you go. Submit. Correct answer. Next question is what is the password of admin? So let's go to the admin one. Copy the hash, anti-hash. Go to the hashes.com. Search again. Again captcha. This makes me nervous. I mistyped the captchas actually. Don't know why. Submit. Okay, cool. So the answer is password. Okay, pretty strong passwords, right? Submit. The answer is correct. All right. So now we have only two questions left to answer. So this is what is the port the attacker used to log into the system after cracking the passwords? So how to identify this? So we have already know we have this information, right? That this is the IP of an attacker. From this IP or from the system we have observed, or I must say from towards this system we have observed a reverse shell connection getting terminated too, right? So what we should do is we should actually look for the connections that has been initiated from this attacker IP towards this victim machine, right? Victim machine IP is 172.16.0.4. So for doing that, I can either use capture or I can use the again the volatility plugin, net scan plugin, right? I will be using the net scan. The reason being from net scan I can use the grep command to just actually look only for the particular results, right? The results that I'm interested on. So let me type volatility. In fact, just let's copy it from sorry guys. Copy and paste net scan, right? Let me use grep and 172.16.0.5. Let's see how many connections are there. Okay, so I can see only two connections relevant to this particular IP, right? The first one we already know is a reverse shell. The connection is started from 0.0.4 towards 0.5 on port 80. The second one is actually a connection started from 0.0.5 IP, the attacker IP, using port 43740 towards the victim machine on port 22, right? So basically user has logged into a victim machine using port 22 shell, I mean this SSD shell, right? So the answer to this question, what port attacker used to log in, is 22. Let's submit. This is correct. The final question is, are there any other scripts the attacker executed on the system? Find the name of the script. So from the PS list, we already seen the only shell that was run was PowerShell, right? So to identify like how many times PowerShell was run and what all scripts PowerShell has, you know, used to execute, What I'll do is I'm again going to use this Sysmon, and I'm going to search PowerShell.exe and the Sysmon logs. So let's see. Find. This is the same records that we have already seen earlier, right? Parent process 3888 starting 5056, and sorry, PowerShell. This is the reverse shell connection record, right? Next, PowerShell. Yes. So here we can see that again a PowerShell was used to invoke an expression to download this script, right? jaws-nm.ps1, which is basically uh, a script for enumerating the Windows machine, right? If you Google this, you will get the more description, more information on this particular script. So this is the script that is, I know this is another script that is run by the attacker on the machine. So I'll be using it as an answer. Submit. Cool. So the this confetti is here as a symbol that we have successfully completed this challenge, right? So I hope you guys this video would be helpful for you to identify those those areas in the logs where you can get the answers to this question, right? So the this was the only purpose of this video, to to share the solution with the folks out there who are actually pretty new to this DFI world, and just has started their work in incident response, digital forensics, and investigation related stuff. So, having said that, I think the purpose of this video is fulfilled, right? I've provided you all the solutions, all the answers, and I've also shown you from where in the logs you can get those answers, right? So, thank you guys for viewing this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section that how was the video and what improvement I can do in my further videos, in upcoming videos. So thank you for viewing. Have a nice day.